Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from this title, I'm excited because it is my Notion tour as well as me giving you guys a Notion tutorial if you are an absolute beginner. Now, let me start by saying I myself was an absolute beginner about 2 days ago. I'm filming this currently. It is Thursday, January. It is Thursday, July the 13th, and I just really got a grasp of Notion on Tuesday, which was what, the 11th. I didn't know what I was doing when it came to Notion. I would have like a whole lot of pages on the side, and I would just have a title, maybe some bullet points. I mean, like, I was doing the bare minimum, but all I needed to see was a layout that another creator that I watched, I will put her here, Aaliyah Simone. I was watching her video and I was like, okay, yes, I can finally get me some Notion tips or anything, and she just really showed her layout, but that turns out that was all I needed. And I went to do my own, which I will show in a minute. It is nowhere near done. Like I said, I just started this on Tuesday, so it's only been about 2 days, but I can kind of see, you know, I can work with what I got and I can kind of see where I want it to go eventually. First time I posted anything about this was on my Instagram stories, which, you know, if by the way you're not following me on Instagram, I'd suggest you go ahead and do so because I'm being more active on my stories and talking with you guys. So, I mean, hey. Anyways, the first I was talking about this was on my Instagram stories, and I was shook. And I showed them my Notion. I was like, wow, like, I know people was using this, but I ain't know, you know, it went like that. So let me stop talking, because if you're anything like me, I was completely lost and everything was all on different pages. I didn't know how to connect to anything. I didn't know how to set up my calendar, all that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you mine. Okay, so this is my Notion. You can still see me, okay. This is my Notion, and if you don't know by now, which you should, if you've been keeping up with all of my videos, is I am a huge Marvel and anime fan. So throughout my Notion, you will see a lot of anime and Marvel, and I'm not done. So anyways, this is my homepage. As you can see, I have literally just one page over here. I had like a whole list. It was bad. But anyways, this is my homepage. I have my boy Kyojuro up here. I start with a little quote. I have my goals, my to-dos. This is for tomorrow. I have my personals. I have my calendar, which shows the week, the month, you know, all the stuff that I want to do. I have the status set. I have a content creation page where I had to put my boy Itachi. If y'all don't know, now you do. So anyways, this is just my content creation page. It's the same goals over here, and I have some tools. I'm not sure what else I can add over here, but this is what I could just think off the top of my head. Canva, Chat GPT, and Linktree. And then these are some of my goals that I decided to put. I have quick links. This one doesn't have anything in here, but I wanted to plan out my content and, you know, figure out my pillars and all that good stuff. I also have kind of exposed myself a little bit. I also have I just wanted to show the layout because I did this, you know, and but yeah, I could group my partnerships, the brand, when it was, what the product was, where I posted, if it was paid or gifted, and if it had a contract. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also, this is the same calendar. And like I mentioned before, I was kind of confused at first of how to connect the two. Like if I add something over here, it will get added to the next calendar. So I'm glad I figured that out because that was going to give me a headache. And I will show you all that as well. So that is a little overview of mine. Then I have like weekly goals, you know, yearly. I have personal, which I have like a movie list. Like I said, some of this is not complete, but I just wanted to have something here just so I can go off of. But it's nowhere near done, like I said, but it's just a little something. So you see my page. Now let me try to help you make your own. So to start, and I didn't have anybody's template that I used or anything like that. I just saw the layout and wanted to create it. It seemed like a cool enough layout for me. So if you are kind of visual with that, I suggest you finding a layout that you like, whether it be this one I'm going to show you today or any other Notion page that you've seen that you actually like the layout. I would just suggest you using that. If not, and you're not, you know, a visual learner or anything like that, I'm going to try to walk you through the steps as best as I can. It is still a lot, like I don't know what the board is, or I don't know how to add different templates, babes, but I'm going to do the best I can. So to start, we're going to make this your home page, okay? We're just going to hit home, and I'll just leave it home, okay? And I don't know why it always shows up condensed, but you're going to go to these dots up here at the top, and you can hit full width so you can see it like that. It spreads it out, makes it easy to see, pleasing to the eye. And then you know me, we gotta add a cover. And what I did, I just went, it was a button here that was with the add icon and add comment. That's it, add cover. And then this is where you can have your picture. You could change a color to whatever you want. These are all the basic pictures that comes with Notion, and you can upload a file that you can save from, you know, Google, of course. And then there's also where you can just put a link to an image if you don't want to have all the pictures and GIFs to your file folder like I currently do. You can do that, and I'm not sure what that is, so don't ask me. But anyways, we're going to do this, and if you wanted to have a quote like I had in my thing, and I just wanted to have something that would be inspirational, like all these anime characters, you know, if you watch anime, you know they be given the feels, you know, they get you attached, they say some good stuff that you resonate with, and you know, it like, come on, bro, like, look at this, look at this, you are not fighting alone, don't give up, like Kyojuro said that. And I just, you know, he look all happy and stuff, you know. Anyways, I'm sorry. I told y'all before I ramble, bro. I'm sorry. But anyways, you have your home page here. If you want to add, you're going to click empty page. Anything you want to add, you'll be adding by this plus button. You could just add some text if you want to just write. You can add a new page, a to-do list. These are your headings. They have big, medium, and small. I've only ever used big, and it seems like a decent size to me. There's table, I have not used this. There's bullet lists, number lists, pretty much the same. I haven't used a toggle list, but I plan on it. Quote, where, like I said, I add little inspirational quotes to kind of, you know, be around my organizational things and personal goals and all that stuff. I can always see it. Then there's a divider, just, you know, pleasing to the eye. A link to a page, which I don't think I've used, or a call out. I haven't used any of this stuff. I've tested the AI. It's almost like a built-in ChatGPT if you want to like give yourself some ideas or have something start off for you, or like a journal passage, blog passage, anything like that. Not really too familiar, so I'm not sure I can really go into depth. So moving on. You're going to add images, web bookmarks, videos, audio, code, files, and then there's your databases, which is pretty much going to give you the view of what you want and how you want to see things. I have not used a list view, gallery view, or the board view. The only thing I've used is a table view, calendar view. All these others I have not used. Like I said, like all this, I've used columns, but they have a bunch of stuff up in here that I think is going to take too much time to go over, and I'm not too familiar with it myself. So just starting off, I'm going to add a heading. No, I'm going to add a quote. Let's say you want a quote. We're just going to put the word quote here for time, but inspirational quote, okay? And then you can add right here, once again, right beside the quote, the plus button, and you can add a heading. And then in your heading, you can write your goals if you want to have a goals. And I don't know about y'all, But looking at this like plain, like I'm looking at Word or something, just ain't gonna do it. We need some color. We need some baby. So what we gonna do is hit these dots right beside this plus button right here is what, 6 dots. I'm gonna hit that, and then baby, you're gonna go to color. Okay, and when you go to color, you can change the font, which I haven't done, but give me a little background. Oh, that was for the, you do the color, and I'm just going to give it for now a gray background just for tutorial purposes. And we're going to write out some goals. We're going to add a page weekly. Once again, 3 dots, because why is it condensed? Okay, and then from here, for now on my page, which I showed, I just have everything written out in bullets. You can do checklists, which you once again just hit the plus, hit to-do list, and it'll come up as check boxes. So if you want to work out daily, or just say workout, you want to read a chapter of current book, you can for the purpose of being a content creator, film content. Okay, and then as you go through these lists, you can check them off, and I like how it shows that that is finished. So that's an example. Grammarly trying to be my mom, but you can just have it bulleted or check boxes or any other way that you want to. Like I said, I haven't spent too much time on it, but that's probably how I would do mine. And once again, if you want a picture at the top, hit add cover. Yes sir, this is a built-in image, but you can change it. And I also like to add icons. I haven't added an emoji, but you can add an icon for like the calendar. They have a weekly calendar, and they have all these icons. They don't have as much as you think they would have, like what you would want to have stuff matched to, but there's a pretty decent amount of stuff, and you can change the color, but we're just going to keep it like that. And then when you go back to that home page, you have your goals. It's just weekly. So now I want to add a to-do list on this side. So what we're going to do is, since this is all the way like this, go ahead and hit those dots again and hit turn into, and 2 columns or 3, whatever you're feeling, babes. Don't let me tell you how to do it. And then we are going to hit the plus button over here, another heading, to-dos. If I could type, we can't have that blank like that. And then plus button again, hit your checkbox. Read. Do laundry. Finish watching Abbott Elementary. Yeah, I thought that T. Is it 2 T's? Abbott Elementary, which I've been watching for the 3rd time now. Pretty good show. They're a poor enemy, so. And I don't know why this happens, but when it does, oh, you have to change this to a column. So if you want a column, you have to change, especially if you already have a column and you made this part as a column, you need to change all of your tabs under that to be a column too, or it won't. It'll get in the way. So that is your to-do list. Then we can go down a little bit and add a personal page. Actually, hold on a second. Not a page. Yeah, we need a heading. We need a heading, babes. A sidebar. I did say I was an absolute beginner about 2 days ago, so I've just moved up from absolute to just standard good old beginner. So I'm just as new to this as you are. I just kind of figured it out a little bit how I want it set up and sharing it with you all. So back to what I was doing, messing up. Let's get rid of this page and hit the plus button, page heading, and it is in, if you see this, it is still in the 2-column thing. And if you don't want that, you can just take it and move it to where you see the blue line, and it's no longer in a column. Add your color, and this could be your personal stuff. Okay, like a reading list, we can do a example for adding a kind of like a chart or something. We could do a reading list. Do a reading list, and then we're going to go empty page, add, and then we're going to go to all the way down to table view. At table view, we get this little chart that comes up. These are some of mine, but we can just hit new database, because 9 times out of 10, like I said, I haven't used any like pre-made template. Like, these are all the ones I have already, but I haven't imported any templates or anything like that. So I just always add new database, start fresh, and then if you want, you can just hide this, but I'll just keep it here. I don't really know what this title is for. If you already have one here, and you can change this by just clicking on it, hit rename, and I don't know, we can just put the year. So I'm just gonna hide this with the 3 dots and hit hide, and this could be the name of the book. So we're gonna say book 1, for example, and then you can have, these are the types of things you can have in one of these little tables. And I haven't used many of these, but for this example, for a reading list, you can maybe put status. It automatically pops up with not started, but you can go and change these. It comes up like this, not started, and you can click on it, in progress, if you finished a book, so that's a good thing. And then you can, I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, then we can add one, and we can maybe do a text, and we can put that this one could be the author if we want to keep up who the author is, and that's there. What else? We could do, for book purposes, we could do a number, and we can say number. We can say year completed. Add that, and then you get to put, hey, I finished book 1, 2022. And then you could also add like a text spot just for notes, or like any highlights or anything, or you can add a whole nother page, which I definitely am not gonna go over. If you would like to see that, just let me know, and I can, you know, play around with Notion and get you guys another video on like a part 2 of, you know, more in-depth things as far as making like charts and stuff like that. So that is that part. If you wanted to do some sort of a list, and all of this is changeable, you can, you know, bring it in. I'm not sure if you can change the colors on these or anything like that, because I haven't tried it. So we're going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to show you how to do a calendar. So I'm going to hit the plus button. We're just going to divide the page a little bit, and then we're going to hit the plus button one more time. We're going to go all the way to calendar view, click on that, and then we're going to say new database. We want a blank calendar. And then what I like to do, especially if I have a lot of stuff on my calendar and I don't want to see all that when I get in there first thing, we're going to do calendar. Well, if I don't know if you saw, I hit the plus button for a new view to come up, and I'm going to hit calendar, and then show calendar as, and change it to week. And then I rename them so I can know what they're talking about. This is the week, and this is the month. And I like to have the week first, and it'll just show you it's not on the right date. We're in June, baby. Why we in June? Okay, so this is a week that we're currently on, and this is a month. So to add your stuff to your calendar, if you want it like I had mine, where I can have my stuff here and I have a status to if it's done or not, I can show you that way. I also know how to do the checkbox thing, but I could put that maybe in a part 2, or tell you guys specifically what to do if you want to do it that way. So I'm going to go back to this page, and let's say for today we want to finish creating Notion page. We can add tags pretty much like you can on the reading list that we just did. You could add a tag if you want. You can add a new property, which for this we can maybe add the status, because that's what I have, and you can rename it if you want. I just keep it status, and you can change these, and then we can click outside of this box and it pops up on your calendar. And then since these two are connected on your week, you go to your month, and on the 13th it shows finish creating your Notion page. So I think that's a cool thing. And then also, oh yeah, you see how we put in the status tag or whatever it's called, and it didn't show up here? You want to go ahead and click on these dots at the top, go out to properties, and for whatever reason they decided to gray it out, so you just want to hit this I or whatever to show that. So now it shows up here. It doesn't really show up here, but when you can see it in the week, it shows up here. And if you finish creating your Notion page, you can just click on it, change that mode to done, and it shows done. So now one of the things I had struggled with when I first got my Notion is how can I get my calendar, my same exact calendar that I have over here, on a different page. I'm going to show you. So what you need to do, let me hide this, or I can name it. I'll name it calendar. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this arrow right here under beside new. We're going to hit this. Okay, no, we're not allied. We're going to go to these 3 dots, and then you're going to go to right here, and it says copy link to view. Click on that link, and then we're just going to go up to maybe weekly, and we can add a divider. I like dividers, they're cool. And then you're just going to paste without having to hit the plus button or the dots. You're just going to right click and paste. This is your calendar view, and just hit create link to view of database, and there's your calendar with your date. Okay, but I have to tell you, because I got confused at first, it brings both of them in, but it automatically checks the one that you actually copied over. So this was the week. So you want to add a new one because you want your monthly calendar as well. You're going to go click on calendar because this is what you already have in here. And then you're just going to hit month. And now, oh, but this is mine. Hold on a second. This is mine. Click add. It's showing up mine. Why? Okay, let's change this home to home 2. It's mixing up my stuff. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna get it, bro. I'm gonna get it. Okay, there we go. So now I don't know why 2 weeks are there, but then you can just hear on your month. And you now have your week view and your whole month view. Now, to show you that it works, we're going to add something for tomorrow. We're going to say it's cheesy. We're going to say complete, or we're just going to say check emails. I'm going to add that for the 14th, nothing else, because we just wanted to remind us. So it's here under your weekly goals, is here in your monthly, and then we're on the weekly page. So now we're going to go back to the home page, and you're going to see that on your week, check your emails, and it's on your month. And I think without, overloading you with a lot of information all at one time, this video is already about almost 30 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you have any other questions of how to set something up that you think I didn't go over good enough, please tell me down in the comments, ask your questions there. Like I said, I might make a part 2 as I learn some more stuff to show you guys, but definitely leave me down some comments. Definitely leave some comments down below, because I'm learning this, I'm very interested in it, and I want to help you all because I was confused. Like, it took me to see a layout to be like, okay, but I know it's not that simple for other people, so I'll definitely try to help as much as I can. So definitely tell me down below if you want me to do a part 2 to this. Yeah. But guys, that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck all the way to the end, you get a gold sticker, because I think this is probably one of my longest videos yet. So I definitely appreciate you for sticking around and, vibing with me as I'm geeked over Notion and want to share with the world. So if you got all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of the fam bam. And I will see you all on my next video. Peace.